Dads, what's the funniest way your teenage daughter tried to bribe you? My 16-year-old daughter had been begging me for weeks to go to a sleepover at her friend Heather's house. Every day without fail she'd ask, Dad, can I sleep over at Heather's house? And every day I told her the same answer, which was no. I knew what really happens at these sleepovers because I wasn't born yesterday. The girls sneak out to see boys and get into trouble. But this girl would not give up at all. She'd ask at breakfast and dinner, and while I was in the shower and at the store like I was going to hit my head one day and accidentally say yes. One day I came home from work ready to cook dinner, and there was a note taped to the door that said, Dad, check my room. I was confused, but I walked to her room and opened the door, and it was completely spotless. Her bed was made with hospital corners, and her clothes were hung up by color, and all her makeup was organized on her desk. I'd been begging her for months to clean up the tornado disaster that was her room. I found her on the couch watching TV and acting casual like she hadn't just performed a miracle. I appreciate the effort, but still no. Come on, Dad. I said nothing and walked to the kitchen. She started crying and marched to her perfectly clean room and slammed the door. The next day I came home from work and all the Christmas decorations were up. The tree was decorated and the lights were strung outside, and the inflatable Santa was on the lawn. I'd been asking her to help me with them for 3 weeks. Not only that, but she was washing dishes without being asked, and cleaning her hair out of the shower drain, which usually made her gag, and sweeping all the floors with actual effort. She thought I wouldn't notice what she was doing, but I knew exactly what her game was. Then Saturday came, which was the night of the sleepover. She walked up to me after dinner and pulled something out of her pocket. A crisp $100 bill. I'll pay you. There's more where that came from. I know because that's your birthday money from Grandma. Doesn't matter. Just tell me how much you want. Please let me go. I looked at this desperate kid holding out money like she was trying to bribe a bouncer. No, her eyes started filling with tears, and her bottom lip did that tremble thing. Dad, please. Everyone's going to be there. I'll be the only one not there. I felt bad watching her about to cry, so I decided to let her go, but what she didn't know was that this would be a test. I'd overheard her friend Ashley on the phone last week saying they were going to tell Heather's parents that her gay best friend Nate would come to the sleepover, but really he wasn't gay at all. Fine, you can go, but you have to call me if any boys show up. Really? Yes, I promise. No boys. She hugged me and ran to pack her bag. I dropped her off at Heather's house a couple hours later, and then parked down the street where I could see the house, but they couldn't see me. I'd already called Heather's parents earlier to ask if there would be any boys, and they said absolutely not, so that meant the girls would have to sneak him in if he was coming. At first, everything seemed normal. I could see them through the living room window watching a movie and eating popcorn. I wasn't being creepy and staring through windows, but just watching the front door and driveway. I was starting to get hopeful that maybe my daughter would actually follow the rules. Maybe she'd learn something from all my lectures about trust and honesty. Then I saw Heather's bedroom window on the second floor open. A rope made of tied together bedsheets dropped down. Then from the bushes came a figure in a hoodie. It was Nate, and I watched my own daughter lean out the window to help pull him up while the other girls held the sheets. That was it. I got out of my car and marched to the front door and rang the doorbell until Heather's parents answered. There's a boy in your daughter's room. We all went upstairs and opened the door to find my daughter getting a hickey from Nate, while 3 other girls recorded it on their phones. Everyone screamed when we walked in. I made her grab her things while she yelled, "What's wrong with you? Nate is Heather's gay best friend." Then nothing. Then in the car she looked at me different. How did you know Nate would sneak in? I stopped the car. How else do you think I got your mom pregnant?